Ignore this. Just finished my shower. And thus I'm going to be applying lotion to my arms because lotion's good for your body while I'm doing this video because we have to multitask because it's 2:30 in the morning and I have to work tomorrow. Slash today. Slash in like 12 hours. So, simple message that I want to convey with this video that really has no point except for wear a mask, please. Oh my god, please. Just please. How? I don't think it's that hard. You know, people, they go to school for like 12 years and then they leave and then they go to these places called hospitals and they have to wear masks like all the time. And they like went to school to like do that. That's so crazy. But we get to like be that cool for free by just putting on a mask and like being cool like them. It's really not hard. This whole corona pandemic thing is really just not chill and I hate it. And I know like everybody hates it and a lot of people are like, oh, I hate it, so I'm not gonna like pay attention to it. I'm not one of those people because I'm not an asshole. But I definitely am feeling how much I hate it, considering that all of our numbers have just spiked right back up to where they were in April, so I've just been in here suffering for like the past 3 months for nothing. Because people just want to go party on the 4th of July, the worst holiday that this history has ever created, except for Columbus Day. Fuck that bitch. Anyways, wear a mask. I just got news today that, yes, very selfish. There are people, like, actually dying. But the state fair was just canceled. And I have been going to the state fair every year since I was born. It's a family tradition. We go to the fair, and I get a little picture of myself in a button. And I can't do that this year. Because people won't fucking wear a mask. And they couldn't lower our numbers low enough for it to be, like, safe. You know, there's places in the world, like, currently right now, where they just, like, don't have any cases. Because people, like, listen. I know that people hate doing that here because everything's just about them, but it would just be so great if just for like a little bit everyone could just like listen and we could calm this down. I know you don't believe it because it doesn't directly affect you, but nothing's gonna reopen. Well, things are because the economy needs it, because capitalism depends on the oppression of the working class, but like, outside of that, things are not gonna really reopen and nothing's gonna get back to normal unless we get this whole pandemic under control. And the best way to do that is to wear a mask. It's so simple and so easy and so cute and stylish, and it's just such an easy thing to do. And it really just like helps the world. But there are people still not doing that, and it's going to ruin my life. You know how many good plans I have for 2020? My God, I had so many good plans for 2020. 2020 was going to be my year, okay? I had just dropped out of school because I was like, this isn't for me. I'm going to chase my real dreams, and I'm going to follow a path that makes more sense financially for me. So I dropped out. And I was like, I'm going to just focus on me, and I'm going to do things that I want to do, and I'm going to reinvent my life so that I'm living for my goals and not under, like, somebody else's dreams. And now I'm here. I've been here for months, and my life is just so different than it was in January. It's so crazy. I saw a meme that was like, January 2020 me and June 2020 me are just two different people, and they truly are. Oh my god, January me truly thought that I had, like, a plan and a goal, and, like, I had, like, steps that I was actively taking to better my life. Because I was like, this is gonna be my year, okay? It's been too long. I've been wasting so many years of my life just sort of like going to school and doing whatever and just sort of going through the motions, but now I'm gonna actively take hold of my life and like do things for me. And then Miss Rona wanted to come by and say, no. And now I'm here and my life is truly so different. I have like a whole different career path now. Like, and it's so sad that like my whole life is centered around a career I don't even want, but like, that's capitalism for you. But basically, I am now actively pursuing a degree in nursing, which is crazy, considering I do not want to be a nurse. There are people who, like, actively want to be nurses. I am not one of them. I'm truly just doing it for the moolah, which is an awful reason to do it, I know, but, like, when life has dealt you truly one of the shittiest hands, with all of the institutionalized oppression coming at me, there's not much else I can do. Okay, this is the cheapest and easiest way to climb up the economics ladder. If I don't do that, then I'm just going to continue the cycle of poverty that America has kept people like me in for centuries. And I'm tired of that. It's not fun being poor. Rich people who say that you know, money doesn't buy happiness, they're liars. Okay? Money will definitely buy my happiness. Because my happiness comes in really simple forms, like being able to pay my bills and being able to eat every month and not having to worry about how much money is in my bank account and being able to treat myself to like a cute Panic at the Disco shirt that I saw on eBay or a Fall Out Boy shirt that's $25 on their website. And yes, do I want all the colors? Yes. Is that unreasonable? Yes. Will that be $150? Yes. And in the grand scheme of things, is that a lot of money? No. But you know who has the money? Not me. So this is what we have to do. And, you know, at the start of this, I was working at a movie theater and I was truly going towards a more practical approach to, you know, being an actor and following like my real dream. And now the, you know, movie making, acting industry probably not going to open for like another year. So that's truly just on hold, which is the worst part because in the industry, if you know, the older you are, the less castable you are, which is great. I've already wasted so much time not doing this that I'm already at such a disadvantage. And now I'm going to be at an even greater disadvantage when we get out of this. So that's super fun. So it would just be wonderful if people could just wear a mask so that I could get back on track with my life. Also, you know, for less selfish reasons, people are like actually dying. So if everyone just like would wear a mask. And like the sad thing is, people are wearing masks. Like a bunch of people are doing it. But I know that there are still people who aren't, because even though I live in a city where it's like legally mandated to wear a mask if you're going out in public, people just still aren't doing it. And that's so frustrating. Because like a good majority of the people are. But it just takes, you know, one asshole who isn't wearing a mask and has corona to infect like thousands of people. And then there's truly nothing you can do. It's such an awful thing because I just know that like nothing is going to change this. Like the pandemic's gone on for so long that people have just sort of sunk into their ideas like what's going to happen. And like I don't believe that if anybody doesn't care by this point, they're just never going to care. Like nothing's going to change their mind. Like they're either going to have to die or like some sort of federal intervention is going to have to come in to like actually change something. And that's not going to happen. So I guess we're just stuck like this until at least November. Which is also so important. Oh my god, everybody vote. It's so simple. Go to vote.org, go register to vote if you are able and eligible. I know a bunch of people aren't because we have awful systems in place that do not allow so many people in this country to vote because of incarceration and the prison system, which is already a horrible thing on its own. But if you're able, because it should be a right, but it's not, it's a privilege to vote. Please, oh my god, do it. We all need to vote for somebody who is not going to screw us over like this. And that looks like it's going to be Biden, which is unfortunate, but it is the option we have to do, you know. And there are people who support Trump, which is crazy. I don't understand why. He's never done anything for anybody except for himself. Truly never done shit for nobody. So we need to make sure that, you know, his supporters don't win. Because they did last year. They shouldn't have if we didn't have a stupid electoral college, but it's fine. But they did. And if everybody voted, because there's so many people that can vote that don't vote, and it's so important to vote because that's the main number one way that we're going to stop all this. Okay, all of it ties back to a lack of government leadership and control. And we don't have enough of it. So we gotta make sure that we, the people, are keeping things in check and that we're the ones, you know, taking charge and doing what we want to have happen. So, wear a mask. I beg you. I just want things to go back to the way they were. You know, I am now stuck in a life that I never truly thought I was going to be stuck into. I never hoped or dreamt in my wildest dreams that I was going to be stuck in this sort of life where I am working a full-time job that I never wanted to work and pursuing a career. I'm paying to pursue a career that I never wanted to have. But I'm having to do this because there's truly no other choice. We are stuck, and thank you so much, plane. Can you fly a bit faster? But there's truly no other option because my main goal is all about public gathering. We can't gather for probably ever. Who knows? So I can't just like sit around and just wait for things to happen. You know, people would say, Sam, why don't you just do unemployment and then like focus on your dreams elsewhere? That'd be great if I could do that. But there are, as we've seen, many outstanding factors. So many people are collecting unemployment, so they're running out of money. Also, I'm not eligible to collect unemployment because I have not been working long enough. I didn't work enough hours last year in order to qualify for unemployment. So I can't just do that. And I do make more money at my job than I do on unemployment, which is crazy. It also puts me at high risk to bring a deadly virus into a home with other high-risk people that I could easily just kill. So it'd be great if, let's knock on some wood, those are bad vibes. It'd just be great if people just like took this seriously so that I didn't have to do this. My life has been so horribly affected by this pandemic, and like I don't even know anybody who's died. Like imagine, like my life is pretty shitty right now, but like not removing for myself and not being a selfish bitch, there are people who are dying. And it must be so awful to have to deal with that, especially when you can't be with your loved one who's dying because there's a pandemic. But people don't care about that. They care about being able to go to bars and parties and just being stupid. So, that is the goal of this video, is just to say, please wear your mask. Personally, my life is awful right now. I'm truly surrounding my life with things that I don't want to do. But I have to do, because there's truly no other option. There is no other option. There are plenty of other people who are living a fine life, just being like, oh my god, I'm collecting unemployment, and life is good and fun, and I just get to stay home and play video games. That's not me. That could not be me. Because I have bills to pay. I have debts to get rid of. Because that stupid private school wanted to rake me out of all my money. Because they're used to people going into their school who come from generational wealth, and I'm not one of those bitches. So that's super fun. And even if I could collect unemployment, my movie theater that I work at is planning to reopen at the end of the month for some fucking reason, even though no movies are coming out. So, that would probably stop then as well. Like, it's so crazy that people, like, are on unemployment making more money than they did before, and then, like, their job reopens, they already have to cut hours, and then they're making, like, maybe a seventh of what they made before. It's literally insane. How does that happen? Like, no, don't do that to people. But that's crazy. But my job's trying to reopen, which is stupid. And even if they do, I'm probably not going to go back there because I now have a full-time job with benefits. Why would I ever go back? Maybe I'll go back maybe once or twice a week just to, like, do something else. But they make us do so much more work there than I have to do at my job. Like, my full-time job now pays me way more, and I have to do a lot less. So, like, why would I ever go back to the movie theater? I don't know. So, please wear a mask is the point of this video. I need to go do homework. Oh my god, yes, I'm also in school. I'm currently taking 4 classes, which was a mistake. Even though one of the classes is barely a class, I don't think the teacher really knows how to use Canvas. I think he's old and is confused by it, so he doesn't really assign us anything, and that's fine with me. But my other 3 classes are really just coming at me. And all of my days have just been filled with going to work and then doing homework. Like, I am on my 2nd day of, like, my weekend for my work, even though it's not, like, on the weekend, it's just, like, the 2 days I have off. And it truly has felt like at the blink of an eye. My days off feel like nothing. Like, mostly just because I spend them doing nothing, which is wonderful and great for my brain. Or is it? I don't know. My brain feels really empty right now. I feel very empty right now. But what was I saying? School. I'm doing a lot of school, and that's been taking up a lot of my time, and it's crazy that, like, the semester is going to end in, like, 7 weeks, and I'm just going to have passed all these classes, because I know I'm going to pass all these classes. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of reading. I hate it. I hate reading scientific textbooks so much. But I have to, because I've chosen a career that is very science heavy, because that's where the money is, because I'm not going to be a tech nerd. I swear to fucking god, I would rather die than become a pawn for Microsoft or Apple. So I'm going to be part of the pharmaceutical industry that hikes up all their prices and bleeds people dry if they don't have health insurance. It's a wonderful system that we're a part of. There's no goal anywhere. There's no light at any tunnel. I am, like, in the middle of 7 different tunnels, and it's all just dark. I'm in a cave. I'm in a cave, and there's no light anywhere, and, it'd be great if you could just wear your mask. bye.